What do you mean?
Never mind that. Please, I just need a little taste. I've been waiting so long for this. What? Oh, why am I still alive? Is this not poison?
Poison? No, it's medicine.
She didn't tell you anything, did she? Cartesia has felt nothing but hatred toward me all these years. And why wouldn't she? I killed the love of her life. So I told her, if she ever wanted to have her revenge, all she would need to do is to conjure up some poisonous brew and hand it to me. When you approached me with the concoction, I thought it was finally my time to die. If taste could kill, I'd be dead in a second. But this poison has no effect on me. She must be losing her touch.
Why are you so convinced that she was trying to poison you? Maybe the medicine is what she said it was, something to lift the curse from you.
Nope, no way. I've lived a long, long life. There's no way Cartesia would help me see more days. Not after what I did to her. Or perhaps her plan isn't to kill me, but to keep me alive so I can live with the guilt of my deeds. What do you think?
How would I know? All I can say is this. After taking her medicine, you're looking less pale. You seem to be breathing a lot easier, and your pain has gone. Am I wrong?
Huh? Well, now that you mention it, I wish I knew what was going on inside her head. Why would she forgive me? I killed someone she loved. I thought that drinking this concoction would put us both out of our misery. It was supposed to kill me and bring her peace, knowing she had avenged his death.
If you really want to die, no one's stopping you. But you're still here, which would suggest to me there must have been a reason for you to keep going. You've spent years with this burden of a curse. It must have been harder to live than die. But you did choose life. Maybe you were hoping Cartesia would try to kill you. That way you'd escape the pain. But not only that, you'd be free of your guilt. And that would be the only way that she could forgive you. But things have changed. She let you live with the pain, but now she's saved you. I think that means she's letting go of the past.
That's not possible. How could she? Oh, what have I done? Cartesia, my old friend, will you ever be able to forgive me? I beg of you.
Thank you for everything. The flower's safe too. Anytime you want.
You're no match for us. I'm stronger than I look.
I forget I have to defeat all of the species.
You're no match for us.
Wonder how many it's gonna take.
Yours is a magnificent piece, I'm sure
I won't lose.
We've been getting a lot of strange readings recently.
I hope he's here.
I have something important I want to ask you. It's about Cole from Canopus Farms.
What? Cole, you say? Nah. What did that sorry excuse do now?
He's dead.
What? That can't be. Are you sure? Why would the goddess take him before me? That son of mine. He never knew how to do anything right.
Ah, I knew it. I knew it. You're Cole's father, are you not? Which also makes you Sarala's grandfather.
Huh? What? No, no. Cole's father passed away a long, long time ago.
Cole's a bad liar. And now I know where he gets it from. Long ago, you disappeared out of Cole's life by faking your death. And now, he's doing the same. Your son is planning to leave the village, for good. Sarala will be all on her own.
So, he's not dead? That little... picking up and leaving his only daughter to fend for herself? Doesn't he know how much that'll hurt poor Sarala? I'd like to wring his neck.
Look who's talking. Isn't Cole just following in your footsteps? It's what you did to him.
Well, yeah, but it's different with us. It's not the same thing. I did it so my son could grow into a man. Listen to me, young lady. People don't age in this world, and death is rare. Parents stay parents. Kids stay kids. And that dependency, it never changes. That's why kids never learn to fend for themselves. They always have their parents to rely on. Even a grown man like Cole. So you see, that's why I faked my own death. It was all for his own good, so he could learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
Right. You say you did it for his own good, and I suppose you believe that. But now, are you gonna let Cole do the same thing? You've been watching over them for years now, keeping your secret. But it's time to step in. What about Sarala? She's already lost her mother, her grandfather, and now she's about to lose her father. She's got no one left.
I don't want her to be sad. It breaks my heart seeing her unhappy. You're right. I have to fix this. Maybe I can talk to the two of them, and we can start over as a family. It's worth a try. I have a plan. Would you lend me a hand? I'll talk to Cole and lure him to a certain place. Will you talk to Sarala and bring her there? Oh, but please don't tell her I'm the one setting this up. She may not come if she knew.
Yes, I can do that. Where should we meet you?
Chef Arius's restaurant. Now go to Canopus Farms and talk to Sarala. Please get her to come.
How did I miss this? No, thank you.
I won't lose. I'll take on your grief. We can scatter them easily.
That chocobo of yours is far more powerful than ours in most things.
Gotta be getting close with these guys.
The cycle of death ends now.
It'll take more than one setback to stop us.
Sarala, do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. What is it?
There's someone who wants to meet you. It's the man who told me about your father. He was with him at the end.
You mean you found someone who talked to Father before he passed?
Something like that. What do you say?
Okay. Where should I meet them?
Do you know Chef Arius's restaurant? He'll be there.
I do. It's that little place in Arya's village, right?
See something? Oh, thanks a lot.
This will work out just in time. I gotta go talk to Armand again.
So I've heard the world is going to end any day now.
Didn't even see that guy.
Another disaster! Those woolly-headed ovine have done it again! What goes on in those tiny heads of theirs? Why do they do this?
Sounds like you have more sheep trouble.
I'd say I do! The fuzzy sheep have effected a mass escape! Every single one of them gone!
Doctor, you must calm down.
What? Oh, sorry. You could hear me from over there?
They could hear you back in Luxarian, I'd say.
Oh, it's just I'm so upset. This young lady is Millie, a good friend of mine. Now, Millie, did you need something?
Nothing. It's just that, well, I think I know why the sheep ran away.
You do? Pray tell.
Last night, I heard some kind of ruckus around the pens. I couldn't tell what it was, but I'm thinking it must have put the sheep into a panic. Maybe it was some kind of monster, and it tried to get at the sheep.
I see. So the sheep were terrorized by the occurrences of the night. Something reminded them of it, and they bolted en masse. Well, that certainly would explain their behavior. But I'm no closer to getting them back. It is near impossible to herd a whole flock of panicked sheep. The only thing that could drive them back is something bigger and scarier than what they saw in the night. Something like a chocobo.
Oh, hi, right. It's, lunchtime, everyone, so go ahead and eat.
Words are not enough to express the depth of my...
Don't lose him again.
Indeed. That mystery remains unsolved. Why did they flee in the first... Millie suggested that a monster put a scare into them. She's nowhere to be seen. That's not like her.
Things to do, maybe?
Yes, perhaps, but I'm a bit worried. She seems a little troubled in recent days.
If I see her, I'll talk to her.
I'd be grateful if you did. Ah, I almost forgot the most important thing of all. I must present you with your just reward. Perhaps this means nothing, but do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I do.
Bonjour. I have heard all about you from Cole's father. Please, come in. Your timing is perfect. The other 3 members of Mademoiselle's party arrived moments ago.
Sarala.
Father? You're alive!
Yes. And I'd like to explain why. I couldn't just abandon you. You deserve to know the whole story.
Sarala, let me explain.
Who are you?
Have you forgotten me? I suppose I don't blame you. I'm Cole's father, your grandfather. I know. They told you I was dead.
Wait, what's going on?
This may be hard to conceive, but I faked my death. I wanted Cole to grow up and learn to do things on his own. That's why I staged the whole thing, and kept it up all these years. And now your father wants to go off on his own and leave you behind. For both your sakes. But unlike me, he wants to do it the right way. He wants you to grant him your blessing before he departs.
I'm so sorry, Sarala. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't. I'm going on a journey. I have to do it. To find your mother.
Oh, I just knew it. I knew you hadn't given up on Mother, even after all the time that's passed.
Why don't you all have a seat? You can continue talking inside the restaurant.
Do you think Cole can persuade Sarala? She doesn't seem happy about it.
Sarala has given me her blessing.
She knows he's torn. He wants to take care of his daughter, but also, he's consumed by the need to find his wife.
Not bad. Here's your cut.
He won't be gone forever, one way or another. They'll see each other again. She knows that. When they finally reunite, she'll be with her father and her mother once again.
Let's do this, Odin!
I tell you.
I hope you can make... The fragments were scattered all over the... You'll have to search... Keep your spears close.
We didn't get all of them.
I'm stronger than I...
Oh, it's you again. Thank you for taking such an interest in my friend's story.
Who wouldn't? A young reporter driven by a passion for truth pursues a major case of corruption, ultimately driving an innocent woman to commit suicide. But the story's not over yet, is it? I'm curious, what happens next?
He was beyond distraught. Nothing could console him. He came to realize that the pen really was mightier than the sword. And he had used his sword to punish the wrong person. And then he... I can't continue like this. I just can't. I need to tell you the truth. He... or rather, I... thought death was the only form of penance.
I suspected you may be hiding something.
I apologize. I've been lying to you this entire time. I had no such friend. The reporter, the one who killed the innocent woman, that was me.
I had a feeling. The way you've been telling the story seems to be hitting a little too close to home.
The reporter in me died long ago. I handed in my letter of resignation immediately, of course. Along with my life as a writer, I buried my precious pen. The burial ground is now a storage area somewhere in Old Town. Underneath the dirt lies the tool of my trade, and a part of myself.
So why tell me this now? What's the point in dredging up the past? It can't be easy for you.
To tell you the truth, I don't really know. I guess I've been wanting to tell someone before it was too late. People need to know what happened. As a warning, if nothing else.
Too late? You're not thinking of...
No. I've been dead for a long time now. The day I quit my job is the day I quit being me. That's the day I quit living. You see, I'm as good as dead. I'm nothing more than an empty shell of a person.
Old Town. I found a... I have something that might belong to you.
You found my pen. During my days as a reporter, I never went anywhere without it. It was a gift from one of my fans.
Doesn't this pen remind you of a time you wanted to help people? When you were still naive, but fiercely determined?
Yes, long ago, when I wanted justice for the world. But I realized my pen is a deadly weapon. And writing is lethal. I wasn't aware of my own powers. That's what drove an innocent woman to take her life. And that's why I quit my job as a reporter and threw away this pen. Do you know how it feels to have someone's death on your conscience? The only way to make this right was to quit what I love most.
So what did you fix?
Huh?
When you threw away your career and gave up on the world, quit on life, how did any of that help anyone? Did that make anything right? It was just an excuse for you to run and hide from your past.
Then what am I to do? Writing is the only thing I ever knew. But it never occurred to me that my passion could end up hurting those around me. My prized treasure turned out to be a weapon.
The pen can harm people, but it can also protect the public.
You think I should start writing again? I don't know if I could do that. Or should do that.
You should, if you truly want to make things right. You've learned something important, the power and influence your writing has. People grow by learning from their mistakes. It's impossible to forget what happened in the past, but use that knowledge and do what only you can do.
Do you really think I can? All right, I'll do it. Starting over will be tough, but I'll try. You've returned my pen to me, but what's more, you've given me hope again. Thank you. Thank you.
That was easy. Just annoying. Okay, so I think the only thing I have here is... Oh, actually there's a couple things.
At least those horrifying murders.
I need to come back here at 4 p.m. So it's 16. I wonder where she is.
She must be from the Gull Wing.
Here for the train?
Miss Mighty Savior!
Oh no, not that. Just enough. I just need one more of those. Afro and white chick. Whatever.
You did a fantastical job, Lightning! Fantabulously impressive.
go?
I get a lot of business for people in this.
Just new items?
Oh, thanks a lot.
You're no match for us. I'll take on your grief.
I've got to be getting close to the limit of those.
We can scatter them easily.
Of course, I don't really know. I wonder if she's even over here.
Let's do this, Odin. Odin, back me up!
Oh, huh, there she is.
What was I thinking? I'm a fool.
What are you talking about?
Well... All right, I'll confess. It was me who did it. I was the one who made all the sheep run away like that. There was no monster. There never was. In the dead of night, I saddled up a chocobo and rode around the pens, whooping and shouting.
And that's what panicked the sheep? But why would you do that?
Well, it's complicated. You see, I really wanted to give Dr. Sheep a reason to talk to you.
So that's what this has been all about. Wouldn't it have been easier to just introduce us, like normal people do?
He's been excited ever since he heard about your arrival in the wildlands, but he's terribly shy, the doctor. He'd never be able to just approach a stranger, no matter how much I prodded him. Not in normal circumstances, it just wasn't going to happen, so I came up with a plan. I had to make him desperate enough that he'd totally need your help. Then he'd have to talk to you.
So you chased away all the sheep. That threw the doctor into a total panic. You figured that in his desperation, he'd forget his shyness and talk to me.
It does sound crazy looking back on it, but it worked. Except that since then, the sheep have been incredibly nervous and high-strung. Any little thing is enough to set them off stampeding out of their pens and into the wilderness.
Cannot be good for them.
I know, I feel terrible about the whole thing. All I wanted to do was help the doctor, but instead I've made him worried sick. Not to mention, years of research almost went down the toilet.
If you're really sorry, you should tell the doctor what you did.
No, I couldn't. What if he ended up hating me?
If you don't, he's gonna keep worrying about what scared his sheep in the first place. Are you okay with that? You care for each other, don't you? Then tell him the truth.
Care for each other? What do you mean? That is to say, yes, we do.
You said it yourself. He's a very shy man, but he talks to you easily enough. Seems to me he thinks of you as something more than just a colleague. Just talk to him. He'll understand.
All right, I will. Thank you so much. You've been so kind to me, despite all the trouble I caused you.
Can't remember if it's 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's almost 4, so we'll see. We'll see if these guys have any more armor or anything.
If you need a room, please visit our
Thank you for visiting. Do visit anytime.
Who'd wear this? I don't know.
The horror is over.
this divine city.
Found any treasure?
Oh, I found a lot of treasure.
I wonder what's for dessert. She looks fierce. Trust in our God.
Oh, she's there.
You really want to see the tears of an angel, don't you? Well then, let's see. The price for today is...
Jeez,
I'm
it's
so
a
sorry.
steep
I know this is getting
increase.
old, but I don't think I can sell them to you after all.
What the?
Look, if you can't sell me any, why don't you just tell me in the first place?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you insist on buying them when they're not what you're after in the first place? I know deep down, you really
She's
want
making
something
me angry.
else.
You're a mind reader too?
Don't be coy. It's just that I can read people sometimes. I can sense what they're after.
Look at you, blessed with all these hidden talents. All right, what is it that I'm really after?
No need to be snide. What you're after is gone. Never to return. You lost something that was dear to you. An irreplaceable bond of some kind.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a kid that's always been a little bit more perceptive than others, that's all. For some reason, I can sense what people want and how they're feeling. My tears are therapeutic for them.
I don't understand how it is that your tears can help people with their problems.
Well, everyone's been alive for so long now, their hearts are old and worn. They don't know how to feel anymore. Their tears have all dried up. People have lived for so long with feelings of sorrow and despair that it's become a natural part of them now. They don't even notice it anymore. They can't cry because they've forgotten how. That's why I do it for them. When people see my tears, it helps them remember how they used to feel. I think people should be able to laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad.
The angel's tears you sell mend people's hearts. I'll admit, that's admirable.
I believe you can't smile a genuine smile without being able to cry genuine tears. I just help them remember what it's like. But I can't heal you with my tears. That's why I don't cry for you. Sorry.
Then what about you? Do you ever cry for yourself to mend your own heart?
Huh? For me? No, I haven't done that in a long time.
At least not for centuries, I'm guessing.
I think so. Why do you ask?
Just curious. She heals people by crying for those who can't, but she can't cry for herself. Her tears have become nothing more than a tool for her trade, an item to sell. No one seems to notice that, like everyone else, her heart needs healing too.
The train will leave soon.
There ain't no guest for you. Appreciate it.
The cycle of death ends now. I mean business. Death ends now. You dream of death? That should be easy.
What do you think you're doing, blundering around here and interrupting my precious sleep? You lost or something?
Just looking for a story. I hear that you once had big dreams of striking it rich.
Whatever dreams I had have been lost under the sands.
Then why stay? Why stick it out in the desert?
I owe it to my wife. She's gone now, but the one thing she valued more than her own life is still out there in that desert. If I could just get it back, I'd be gone from here and never look back.
What could be so important?
Her arithmometer. Back when she was alive, back when we still had our shop, my wife was in charge of keeping the books. I never was good at numbers. But my wife, Monica, she lived by that arithmometer. We're gonna have great sales this month. Next month will be the one for us. Plugging numbers into that silly thing of hers. All with the most joyous smile you've ever seen. That smile of hers. That was my real treasure. And then one day those monsters stole my treasure away from me. Everything ended. My business, my life. I lost Monica and her smile. Now the only wares I have to sell to anyone are regret and despair.
I see. I'm sorry. Do you really think you'll be able to move on if you find your wife's memento, though?
Sure as the desert's dry. If I could just find that arithmometer for her, I'd be done with this place in a heartbeat.
I already found it.
You should consider looking for...
The only things I've got to say. Regret goes for 50,000 gil.
But Ramon's been looking all this time and never found it. It seems...
I think this is the 10.
What's this? A tourist, eh? If you really want to get any of us to talk, you better go see Adonis first.
It appears that you aren't one of those secutors from the Order. The secutors are the greatest rivals that this gang has. Not that either side is particularly close to getting the Holy Clavis anytime soon. They'll never get it if they can't get that door unsealed.
So you're the new seed hunter, huh? But seeing you're out here in the land of outlaws and bandits, I'm guessing you can hold your own once you've got your hands on some soul seeds. Track one. We pay good money for them.
Raise a glass to long nights in the lonely desert. So! How about it?
The buildings here are ancient structures from another age. I don't know whether to call this a town or a fortress, but it's definitely unique.
I'd say definitely criminal is closer. At least...
Just buy something.
No one will believe me if I tell them, so I'll write it here. The other day I saw an alien being. Its head was like a saucer, or scour. Its body like a cactus. Not only that, it was dancing in the middle of the sandstorm. Oh, already. killed it. I hear you. Where are you?
Where'd you come from? You're not one of those sneaks from the Order, are you?
Well, huh. Would it really matter if I were?
No. I'm not gonna tell you a thing either way, so you might as well move on.
Guess I should have known better than to ask some lowly grunt. You're no help to me. Where's the boss?
If you think you're gonna get to meet our boss, you'd better learn to ask nicely.
Did I hurt your feelings? Excuse me, but would you do me the great honor of showing me the way to your boss? Please.
I don't have no help to spare for strangers.
What a bitch.
Why, hello. Looks like it's your first time to our humble home. Welcome. Do you need a guide?
That's exactly what I need. That and some answers to a few questions I have.
A woman who knows what she wants. Fire away and I'll do my best.
Rumor has it that you bandits might be able to tell me about the Holy Clavis.
So you know who we are. From what I can tell, you don't look like one of those Order lackeys, so what possible use could you have for the Clavis?
Why should I have to tell you that?
You shouldn't, and you don't. You're not one of us, so you can do whatever you want. But I won't be telling you nothing. If you want to know what we know about the Clavis, you'll just have to join our gang, Monoculus. Have you ever wanted to be a bandit? Now's your chance. Not that we let just anyone join us, but we'll at least let you try out. If you don't like that, then I think you know where the exit is. And that's all I've got to say about this. Name's Adonis, by the way. If you want to attempt the trial, just say the word. I'll explain everything you need to know.
If you want to find the Holy Clavis, it looks like there might not be much choice but joining up. I suggest talking to Adonis and finding out what his trial entails.
Welcome! Come on in and take a load off.
The bandits of this desert have been exploring the ruins for many years. They know what's in there better than anyone. If you want to recover the Clavis, your best hope lies with them.
What are you doing?
Nothing much. Just gilling my spots for hall to ear. Dutter do youing, wum-ass.
Hope, can you interpret this for me?
It seems to me like it's some kind of code or cipher, but I don't have enough data yet to break it.
Can't you speak normally?
Show nit. Of course I can. Look, I don't have any info about any treasure if that's what you're looking for. I've got no interest in it. Buffet to you.
Doesn't seem like many people choose to live out here unless they're after treasure. So, what's your story?
Meave be Lee. The world's going to end soon anyway, right? If that's the case, what's the point in having dreams or working hard?
So sitting around waiting for the end was the best idea you could come up with. Nice way to spend your last days.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but nothing I do now makes any sort of difference anyway, so why bother? No matter how much I might unravel mysteries of the past, none of these bandits care. They don't even listen to my findings. Troen even nice to understand.
I get that it's hard to stay motivated
No
when
one
no
even
one
tries